Alright, so in this video, I want to show you some TradingView hacks, some things I learned about recently, some things you might not know. Hopefully you'll know any of them and you can learn some stuff about how to use TradingView better here. We'll go step by step to these. They're pretty cool, pretty useful. And I want to show you some cool hacks you will use in the future for sure. Let's dive right in. Alright, so I've been using TradingView for a few years now, pretty much since it came out, and I learned some things always over time. There's some things that I just discovered like as I go forward and as I trade with it, some things that I just learned about recently. I'll show you step by step on the chart how this works. You can use these things. I think you might not know them. Some here you might know, some you probably don't know about, and hopefully you can use them to become a better trader and kind of do things faster with TradingView. So here's how this looks. All right, I've logged into a demo account here so we can place trades on TradingView. This is a paper account. I don't want to affect my results with this. But basically the way this works is I've always placed orders by right clicking on the chart, or you click the plus, or sometimes you have the quick trading thing on the top left here and place trades that way. So you go in plus, create new order, or actually they have a shortcut, so you can go here, you can do shift and T, so shift and T will create new order directly. That's kind of a way to do it. So you can just go market, okay, you buy whatever that is. Cool way to place trades, that's kind of nice. But the thing is, then you have to enter your stop loss. You got to look at the chart. Okay, my stop loss will be here. Okay, how much is that? 67.75. Okay, my take profit will be double that. Then you have to enter it here. Kind of a mess to do it that way. The faster way to do it, which I'm very shocked I just learned about recently, is with the order tool. See on the left side here, we have these icons. One of them is called the projection, so long positions, short positions. I always thought these were only for the look, only for like showing your trades in the chart, but you can actually place orders with this, which is kind of cool. So I'm going to go here and put a short position, and I want to enter somewhere. Let's say I want to enter like not current price, I want to enter later in the market, so I'm going to put it here. And I'm going to put my stop loss above the high, and then I'll do my take profit, which is going to be in this case 2-to-1, because I want to have it 2-to-1 here. Drag this down to 2-to-1. Here we go. Now with this, you can just right click on it and create limit order. That means that it's going to take what you have here on this particular chart and make an order with it. It's kind of cool. So you see all is already filled in, and it put these things in the chart here, which we can see easily. Stop loss is here, right where we put it. Entry will be here. It will be a sell order, so sell limit order. Right where we put it, below the current price. Take profit, right over here, where we put it before. Now, the only issue with this is that the risks tend to be a bit messed up. So I want to have a 1% risk per trade. It doesn't seem to recognize that a lot. And sometimes it's kind of messing up all the risks, so make sure you double check that. But if you put it here, risk percentage, or you can put in dollar, whatever, then that will be correct here then. 1% stop loss, 2% take profit. Okay, let's say we sell. You can do the same thing for buy trades here if you want to. So if I go and actually I should have put this as a sell stop because we're below the price now. Now we're in the market already. But if I want to go and let's say I want to do a new orders, I'm going to go here on a different pair. I'll go on Euro and ZD, which is actually let's do a gold trade if we can. Gold will be a nice place to go long. I believe on the forward chart here. We'll get to setups in a minute here. Some cool things about this too. I want to go here and do a long position. So I'm going to go here and I just want to go market. So we'll just do like this. Stop loss will be here. Take profit will be, let's say the high, somewhere here. And let's say 1.421. I'll right click on it, create limit order. I'll just shift this here to a market order. So it'll be the current price. But all these other things here are in place. Now the risk you see is it's messed up. I'll just change it back to 1%. And I'll go and see 1.4, that's good. Depending on how the current price will move, it will adjust this, that's fine. So let's go and buy. And that's how it kind of works. So you can see it's very simple to do it. It's a good way to do it in the chart first visually. Sometimes you don't want to look at the price and like find your stop loss. You just put it visually on the chart first, and then you can put your order with it, which is kind of cool. So I never knew this. I learned this recently. It's kind of a cool thing. Much easier to place your orders that way. All right, now the second thing I found out recently is regarding the Forex screener. Now you can see here, this is at the bottom. So we are here, completely at the bottom. You have the Forex screener. If you click on the arrow here, it might be a different ones. You have crypto pairs, stocks. I will stick to Forex here because I like trade Forex mostly. It's my main trading instrument for now. So Forex screener, click on this. Now what this does is, you can make this smaller if you want to. We still want to see the chart a little bit, so I'll keep it small a little. Now, what this does is it's filtering through all the pairs and giving you different criteria. So I'm going to go and they have some presets, which are kind of cool. We have trend following. I click on this. We have oscillators, performance, overview. I'll just do overview first. I think I have some filters going on here. So let's take off the filters. Going to take this off. All right. So overview gives us a list of all the pairs. Now this is a lot of pairs, by the way. You can filter this if you want. And it'll give us a kind of overview. So we have the change for today. You have the change in, of course, in dollar or currency amount. Bid ask, technical ratings. If you want to care about what it's showing you, is it a buy, a sell, a strong buy, strong sell? This will show up here. I mean, that's kind of useless, in my opinion. But the key thing is you can kind of filter this out for yourself for what you care about. So see here we have different screens, or these are kind of different filters that we can filter through. So we have here in general, we have rising pairs. These are all by default, by the way. I haven't done anything on this so far. Overbought, oversold. Let's say I'm looking for trading the trend, right? So I want to have a pair that's ideally outperforming the SMA 50, so outperforming a moving average. I'll shift to that. And then we have these pairs here that are outperforming the SMA 50. If we go on this, now we could add a moving average on the chart, but it will show that these pairs are kind of trending. They're above the SMA 50, right? They're all the same. So this is kind of how we can use this. We can look at pairs that are trending. This will give us a good idea. Of course, a strong buy will be the ones that are trending the most, which will be maybe good for holding trend trades. If you want to see pairs that are either all-time high or all-time low for trend purposes, again, you can have this here. So I'm going to go and new 52-week high. See if you have something. We have nothing there. New 52-week low. We have nothing too. All-time high, all-time low. We have any of these? No. And rising pairs, falling pairs. That will give us a good idea here of what's moving, what's not moving. So if you want to have something trending, this one here is trending really well. I mean, this is an exotic pair. Maybe not something you want to trade, but you can filter this out too by here time frame. You can see this is a daily chart. If they're going to be minors, exotic, I'm going to take off the exotics here. And then we can have a better filter that way. So you can make your own watch list of things you care about and kind of have a bigger list of pairs to look into. But you don't have to stick to your watch list all the time of like 10 pairs that you follow. I have my watch list here, which is kind of good, but so that I want to go bigger than that and kind of see other pairs that I might want to look at, and maybe they're really good for trading, really good opportunities there. So that's kind of the idea here, to be able to go through these pairs and pick criteria you care about. Here, if you click on oscillators, if you care about indicators, then you can see different pairs and how they are moving with these different indicators. We have the ATR, we have the ADX. ADX is a measure of trend. So if you care about a pair that's trending, you can look at the ADX above it, maybe 25 or 30, or maybe even 40 if you want to, which will be like very strongly trending. So this will give you a good idea of how a pair is moving, right? You can really kind of put your own measures there. Of course, 15 will be kind of flat. It will be a very flat pair. Here we have a 40, which will be kind of trending. Of course, this will be on the daily chart, so we'll go daily chart here to see. That's pretty trending, right? Pretty strong trending. So kind of good pairs to look for trades. I had a setup here recently too, which I could have taken. So make your own rules with this. You can replay and kind of have your own watch list below of pairs that are moving and changing from time to time. So sometimes maybe a different pair will show up. One pair will go away because it's sideways. Another one will come up. Kind of a cool way to build your own watch list that way with this Forex screener here. Kind of cool. All right, here's something else you might not know about that you can do on TradingView. So I've been playing with this strategy for a while with the whole moving average. I've been trading this full time for a while too. But I'm playing with a way to have a second moving average to give me a bigger idea of the trend. The thing is, having two moving averages on your chart can be very confusing, even if they're like separate colors or they look different. I don't want to have my chart too messy. So here I have one that's a lower time frame or like a lower period moving average. And then I have one that's a much higher period moving average here. So this is like a 200, this is maybe like a 50 or something, or maybe a 20. So what I want to do here is, sure, I could change this color. I could make it nice. I can even maybe play with the styles to make it look nicer. So I can have maybe like a, I don't know, an area or something, which should make it messy. But what I want to do, which will help a lot, is what if I can shift this to somewhere else on the chart? So I'll just right click on it and I can just move it to a new panel either above or below. So I like below. I'm just going to move it here below. And that kind of goes out of my chart. So now I can just have it here below. I can see if it's green or red. That's all I care about for this moving average here. If it's red, we want to sell. If it's green, we want to buy. adding it to this filter on that we have on the chart, this auto moving average on the chart. So I can kind of make things simpler. I look at the chart here very easily. I only have one tool on my chart. One is below in a very small box here if I want to. And that kind of gives you a good idea to know what to trade. Now I could also, if I want to make it a histogram or something that's easier to see, so even like an area will be so easy to see. So I can just like move this lower and we won't even see anything. We just see the bar here, which is telling us green is buy, red is sell in general. It gives us a good idea of the trend. And that just makes my chart, I think, a lot cleaner in that perspective. So you can move any indicator you want at the bottom. Whatever you have on your chart, you can move it here. You can move it at the top too if you prefer. So if we just go and try this out, this is on the chart, makes everything messy. Move this to a panel above. Here we go. You can just minimize this a little bit if you want to. And that's kind of how we have this on the chart. So give us a good idea of, are we going to go short? Are we going to go long in general? Gives us a good clue of what the market's doing. So I kind of like this a lot. Now in this video, I'll show you 3 hacks I've seen on TradingView, 3 things I use to make my charts better, to kind of save me time, and to just place trades and better on the platform overall. If you have any hacks or things you like to do that I've not talked about here, make sure you comment below. Maybe I'll learn some things. Other people here can also learn different things from the comment section below. I'll cover more of these hacks if you want to in the future, as I learn things and I practice things. There's a lot you can really do with this platform. Again, I'm not sponsored by TradingView. I just love it a lot and I trade with this every day. So I could talk about this for hours. If you want to see a whole tutorial on how to trade on TradingView with your phone or your tablet, check out these videos right here next. And I'll catch you back here in the next video pretty soon. Ciao.